Day 1. Brickwork and plastering. A teacher is introducing the types of bonding. To tape the ceramic tiles onto the wall, we have to do the following steps. First, we have to mix the white cement and a stick is placed onto the wall with cement paste to act as a horizontal line. Cement paste is put onto the wall and the back of the tiles by a throw and place the tiles onto the wall. It is the finished wall. The steps for mosaic tiling are similar to the ceramic tiles. A mosaic tile cleaner is needed to clean the tiles. They are the mosaic tiles after cleaning. This is the floor mosaic tiles. Day 2. Scaffolding. This is an example of aluminium alloy scaffold. A staff is showing us how to set up an aluminium alloy scaffold. Some students are trying to set up a steel scaffold. The students are putting up the working platform onto the scaffold. After finishing the scaffold, we have to check if it is perpendicular to the ground. This is the finished scaffold. Day 3. Structural steel. On that day, we have to make a steel with bolts and add them onto the legs of desk to stiffen it. First, we need to cut the steel into pieces with an angle of 45 degrees. Then we have to do the setting out and make a small hole on the desk to identify the position that we need to drill. Later on, this machine is used to drill a hole on the desk. Lubricator is added to reduce the friction between desk and driller. The steel also needs to be drilled. This is the final product that we make. Welding.
睇你個頭，會傷害喎。可以錄緊嘅。我想問錄緊嘅時候，呢個播翻度會使唔使帶翻呢個嘢先睇啊？應該錄緊你講嘢喎。認真喎，我真係認真喎。呢個係邊嚟㗎？係咪完咗啦？我塊面。
Day 4. NDT and anchoring. Rebound hammer test. This is an essential equipment for the test. First, the hammer is held firmly in a position that allows the plunger to impact perpendicularly to the surface. Then we increase the pressure on the plunger until the hammer impacts gradually. Later on, the button is pressed to lock the plunger into the retracted position. Read the record. Cover meter test. The surge head is placed onto the concrete surface. The machine is moved until the record is the smallest, and that is the location of the reinforcing bar. It can also check the thickness of concrete cover. Half cell potential test. It is the machine for this test. Before testing, we have to moist the wall first. I am using a reference electrode and contacting it with the concrete surface. This is the result sheet of this test. Infrared thermographic survey. An infrared camera is used to detect infrared energy and convert it into an electronic signal. After that, a thermal image is produced on the video monitor and perform temperature calculations. If the temperature is high, the color will be in red. And if the temperature is low, the color will be in purple. Anchoring. The tools for anchoring. Adhesive anchor. First of all, we have to drill a hole and blow out the dust. After that, HVU is inserted into the hole and an anchor was set. After the HVU has become dry, the anchor can be torqued. Push-in anchor. The procedures are nearly the same with the adhesive one, but we need to place the anchor at the bottom of the manual setting tool. Then use a hammer to tap the tool until the anchor can stand firmly. Stuck anchor. We have to use a tooled wrench to apply required tool onto the anchor until we hear a sound. It means the anchor has been tooled firmly. The following is a student trying to insert the ball into the concrete.
未鎖咗。
唔係，中間先鎖咗。而家係 OK。哦，
你練啦，你練。俾啲難啲你。好 ，OK， 到啦，點樣出翻嚟咧？
Following is a staff trying to pull out a bolt with a tool.
得，未乾喎。乾。然之後咧，你會見到咧已經扯緊上嚟㗎。
即係你有包嘢唔得嘅啫。
唔係嗰包嘢要9個字先乾嘅，都未夠。
好啦，我哋9個字翻嚟。
9個字，點解最咁睇啊你啊？
整咗㗎啦，可以睇下咩料。
We can see that the bolt has been pulled
咁
out
呢粒螺絲其實
already.
頭先已經扯咗出嚟㗎啦。咁頭先我自己睇咧，就大約抽到3點幾嘅。頭先我自己睇第一次。
Day 5 Formwork. We have to make a box from wood. First, we need to cut the plywood into the desired shape. Then, use the nail to join the two pieces of plywood together. Finally, the box is made. In the afternoon session, we need to make a formwork which is in I shape.
每一組4支，咁即係又係12支。係咯，你嚟先。
First, this cutting machine is used to cut the plywood into pieces in high speed. After adding the tie bolts and rods, our formwork is finished. Day 6 Concreting. We are going to make a concrete cube with the ratio that we decide on our own. First of all, we have to weigh the components. Then, the components are being mixed and transfer the concrete into a mold. In the afternoon session, we need to make the concrete with a specified ratio and transfer it after mixing. First, we need to pour the components into a concrete mixer and then transfer it into the formwork that we have made. After that, use a vibrator to vibrate the concrete, which can reduce the air bubble in it. After that, use a vibrator to vibrate the Wait for the next day to remove the formwork. First of all, after a day, the concrete is dried enough and we can remove the formwork and see how is our concrete. The compression testing machine is being used to test how many loads can the concrete cube resist. After the compression, there are cracks on the concrete surface. This is our formwork with concrete. We can see there is a segregation. After that, we have to use this manual tool to bend the reinforcing bar into a square shape. This is the final product after bending. Then we have to make some reinforcements for the beam. This is the final product of reinforcing. To conclude, I have gained lots of experience during the training. Also, I learned some theory that I have never learned in CTU. These workshops really helped me a lot in my future learning.